Listen in, I'm gon' blast, roll it. Listen in.
Yeah. Your heavy as a vault, foam on the wall, red rec ball glow like an eye in the hall. Dust on the faders, cables like vines, old SP drum machine. Coughing out time, I slide in the booth. Headphones on tight, trying to lead a whole hood on the other side of this mic. Engineer yawns, twist knobs, say you ready, my voice come out then. Heartbeat unsteady outside these walls. Sirens talk every night and here it's just kick, snare, bassline, light. Still I stand with my back to the glass, real stiff, like somebody might kick in this door mid-riff. Beats start cracking like a 40 on low. Loop so grimy, feel like Project Snow. I see staircases, gun smoke, rent, no stress. All in the swing of a chopped up mess. Supposed to spit clean, be artist mode, but my brain still count exits. Codes.
Engineer, knock on the glass, yo, let's go. We paying by the hour, not for your ghost show. Engineer, knock on the glass, yo, let's go. We paying by the hour, not for your show.
Out now, I take a breath, see my cousin's face. Mural on the wall, back home in my place. Cock in my head, say pour it, don't hold. So I bleed through the pop screen, scar in the gold. Words tumble out like shells on the ground. Stories of the block spin round and round. I talk robberies, funerals, flip that weight. Judge with the cold eyes, 10-year fate. Halfway through, I choke on a line about moms. Voice crack once, play it off calm. Engineer hit talk back, that's the one, man. Do that again with the same pain. Fan, he don't know that same pain, don't wait. It show up when it want, not on command state. I stare at the floor, sweat dripping my eyes. Trying to reload feelings, I ain't trying to reprise. Studio dark, but the block still loud. Phone vibrating my jeans, wrong crowd. Homie text, where you at, we got play. Quick little move, you can eat today. I look at the booth door, then the red light blink. Whole future balanced on the edge of that thing. I could dip right now, catch that ride, slide back into the same homicide, or I could stay here broke, rap to this phone. Hoping these verses by moms are home. I hear airplane mode, slide the phone aside. Tell the engineer, run it back, let's ride. He looped that part where the sample cry. Strings like a funeral under gray sky. I spit till my throat feel cut with glass. Tales of the pigs, of the judge of the past. But even in here, I keep one eye sharp. Paranoia still parked in my chest like a narc. Every knock on the door sound like raid to me. Even if it's just pizza, 3 a.m. feet. When the car backfire in the lot outside, I flinch like someone just died. Engineer laugh, relax, you safe in here. He ain't never heard cuffs whisper in his ear. But slowly the room start feel like a church. Pads on the wall like a padded perch. I realized this booth my last real shot. Either this or a cell or a hole in the plot. So I treat every take like a last few breath. Every 16 bars like I'm dodging death. Homies say I'm Hollywood now, don't slide. Cause I'd rather miss calls than another graveside. They clown, you in love with that mic too much. I say I'm in love with living, that's my crutch. If this room mean distance from the beef and the smoke, then lock me in here till the speakers broke. When the session done, it's 4 a.m. Streets outside cold, usual mayhem. I leave with a rough mix, burn to a disc. Heartbeat finally on something other than risk. Headphones on and the train ride back. Hear my life on the track instead of in a rap sheet stack. Lost in the studio, but I'm found in the sound. Whole block on my back when that bass line pound. I ain't fully out the game, but I'm changing my lane. Trying to turn paranoia into platinum pain. No hook, just a booth, late night, one kid. Trying to trade how he live for what he spit for good.
Saying I want to blast you, let's know it. You figure about an hour now with a no show. Saying I want to blast you, let's know it. You paying by the hour now for your ghost show. Yo. Y'all seen it all time when the motherfucking is. When it's time I sound, nigga, yo. I get down, no, please set it. Don't set it on for you to rest. It's helping you and do it on that mind in his chest. You know someone trying to be mad.
Block been talking like the walls grow ears. Rumors in the wind, death in the cheers. I walk slow now, feel weight in my feet. Every shadow look armed on this cracked concrete. Pages still chirp, payphone still ring. Same cold 90s with the same old sting. I remember being 12 with my face to the glass, watching older cats pass with their pockets full of cash. They had gold on their neck, new J's on feet. Whole aura screen made it on this broke down street. Nobody showed us doctors, lawyers, plans. Only hustlers in the lobby with them powder stained hands. By 16 I knew every code on the block. Which stairwell safe, which one hot? Knew what a knock sounded like from a raid. Different from the knock when the landlord came. Watch my man take pride in the gun on his waist. Like that piece of metal gave his life new taste. He say, I ain't scared of nothing, I die how I live. But I seen him close his eyes when they raided his crib. I had 1 foot in, 1 foot out of that lane. Writing rhymes in the kitchen while they bagged that cane. Smoking the air scale on the fridge. I'm in the corner with a cheap blank page. Homie clown, you still think you gon' rap out of this? I shrug, either that or catch a stray I miss. He laughed, ain't no way out but the yard or a hearse. But his jokes always sounded like a curse. Then the feds came through like a scene on tape. Hoodie on my face, barely made my escape. Watch dudes I love get thrown on their face. Cuffed on the wet ground, mud in their grace. Mama pushed me back from the window fast. Say that could've been you when the dog pile crashed. Her eyes had a fear I ain't never quite shake. Even when I smile now I feel half fake. After that I started riding trains at night. Headphones up, city blur out of sight. Looking at the tunnels like a timeline move. Tags on the wall spell who didn't improve. Names crossed out, names rest in peace. Whole life story in a spray can piece. I thought if they could write they way out they would. But paint don't trump policy, paint or wood. Still, that steel car felt like a different planet. No corner loyalty, no rival set panic. Just strangers nodding with their own hurt eyes. Each one stuck in their private lives. I write verses on the back to transfer slips. Been digging deep like a blade in the ribs. Train rock side to side like you feel my doubt. Every stop a chance to get off or get out. Get out. Get out. Sometimes I ride all the way to the end. Far past with my zone and my beef extend. Out where the houses got grass and space. Where cops ain't circle every black kid's face. I'd step off once just to taste that air. Felt wrong being somewhere that ain't built on despair. People jogged at night with no fear in their chest. That alone felt like some rich man flex. But I'd always ride back through the last line close. Cause my little bro sleep where the danger grows. Can't leave moms with the bills and the noise. Can't leave my block to the wolves and the boys. So I went back home with the tunnels in my head. Same piss smell staircase, the same old dread. Difference now was a plan for the deep in my mind. A map made of verses, a new grind. Yo. I started selling tapes at the same bodegas where I used to front packs for the crooked neighbors. Same clerk, not, but the night came new. Little man trying to flip sound, not blue. Got laughed at first, who you think you are? I said anything but another dead star. Rather die trying to climb out than rock where I stand. Rather fail on the mic than succeed in that land. I still see the homies on the corner at night. Same dice, same joke, same pitch, same fight. I dap them with love, but I keep that space. Cause loyalty don't mean follow you to every place. If my words hit one kid riding late on that train, make them think twice about inheriting our pain. And every scar I got from this 90s war worth more than the dirt that they took us for. No hook, just truth from a half-lit car. Trying to make it out without forgetting who we are. Yo, they yelled it up like this, man. Yeah. Judge, bang the gavel, room fall dead. Air so thick, feel like lead in my head. Lawyer whisper, stay calm, don't react. But my heart beat louder than the DA's facts. Orange jumpsuit, wrinkled on the frame, too young. Shackles on my ankles, metal taste on my tongue. Mom's in the front row, clutching her cross. Eyes on fire, holding every loss. Baby sits next to her with her head untight, looking at the floor like she's scared of the light. DA recharges in a bored-ass tone, like my whole life just ink on a stone. Count one, count two, all blur together. Each word a brick in a lifelong weather. He talk gang, violence, threat to the state. Never mention closed schools, empty plates. I look at the jury, 12 faces blank. Some looking at me like I robbed a bank. They don't see piss in the hall, heat off in December. They just see mugshot, they won't remember how I used to walk little bro to class. How I skipped meals just to make food last. Lawyer say, your honor, my client just lost, but he ain't from where I'm from, he don't know the cost. Met me last month, call me by my case, not by the name. Scream when I scrape my face. We talk plea deals, more than truth for why. Like guilt, just something you could bargain to buy. I drift out the room, back to night one. 10 toes on the block where this all begun. Street lamp hum, sweat on my palms, gun in my belt like a low rent charm. We wasn't even looking for war that day, just trying to make a little backflip our way. Then the car slow roll, windows down slow. One wrong stare and the beef took hold. Voices raised, ego out front. Somebody flash chrome like a victory stunt. In the KR, shots cut through the air. Kids hit the dirt, glass everywhere. I ain't know who fired what in that mess. Just remember running with death on my chest. Next thing sirens, tape on the block.
feels like I pull that shot. Back in court I hear them say victim name. Family sobbing like I lit that flame. Truth is I never wanted nobody to die, but intentions don't matter when mothers cry. Judge stare down from his Highwood throne. Never had to sprint from a cop alone. He talk choice options, other roads, like my whole map ain't potholes and clothes. They bring up my record fights, weed, school cuts. Never mention all the times I shut my mouth, stay shut. When I walked away instead of letting it pop. When I took disrespect just to keep it on stop. System keep receipts for every wrong you do, but never for the nights you try to be new. I peek back at mom, tears running so much, she looking like a candle that life grew too rough. I remember her kitchen talk, baby please change. Me laughing it off like she being strange. Now every word she said echo off this wood. Either jail grave or gone from the hood. Yeah, judge clears throat, room hold breath. Sentence hanging in the air like death. He say a number that don't sound real. Years on my back like a truck full of steel. Do you have anything to say? He asked, like redemption can fit in a quick face mask. I wanna scream, come see where I'm from. Where the job list short and the guns ain't none. Where the schools like Keegan's and the streets like war. Where the landlord knock harder than opportunity's door. You talk about law, I talk about lack. You punish the symptom, not the crack in the back. But the words get stuck between pride and shame, and all that come out is my mama's name. I'm sorry, fall weak between bench and seat. Nothing I can say make this case complete. Can't rewind bullet, can't resurrect time. Can't scrub my block off this courtroom mind. Bailiff grab my arm, cold hand on chain. This the part movies cut the slow walk of pain. Carpet swallowing every scrape of my shoe. One last glimpse of the people I knew. Mom stand up, almost fall back down. Whispering prayers through a silent drown. Little sis reach out, but the gap too wide. Bars come between us like a low tide. Door slam shut, sound sharp in my head like the final bar. In the verse gone dead, in the holding cell. Bench hard as truth. I stare at the wall and replay my youth. Every fork in the road I took wrong out of pride. Every I got this when I shoulda let slide. There's a kid hearing this from a boombox hum. Somewhere in the stairwell where the lost ones come. Know the courtroom colder than any back block. Colder than a rival with a 4-stock Glock. They don't see the story, just charges and file. Just see defendant, not a scared young child. No hook, just me in this echo-filled space. Courtroom reflections carved deep in my face. If you could dodge this chapter by changing your page, do it. Do it before you stand where I stand. In this 90s case, understand.
Yo.
He don't throw the rap on the crowd with the it don't stop for long. He don't throw the rap on the crowd with the
Yeah. Bell on the door rings off like a sample. Dust in the sunlight, air thick like a chapel outside. Signs bend corners like threats inside. Vinyl stack high like bets. Street full of beef, page of codes and rage. But this little record shop for like another age. Old man behind the counter in a faded tee. Tribe called Quest logo barely hanging free. Gray in his beard, eyes sharp, no fear. He's seen more summers than the projects near. He nod once when I slide through the frame. Don't ask where I've been, don't call my name. Walls lined up with history and sleeves. Marley on the left, PE like these. Wu-Tang logos, Big Daddy Kane stance. NWA, slick brick glance. Each cover like a door to a world I know, or a world I wanted back when I was low. Yeah. Outside they still talk, packs and plots. Who got hit? Who running from shots inside? All I hear is dusty drum swing. Hi-hat tap and the bassline ring. SP twin 100 feeling every loop. Whole room smell like cardboard true. I walk straight to the back where the used crate sit. Warp little covers with the corner split. Dig through jazz soul, break beats red. Trying to find something that ain't on air. Fingertips black from the dust and print, but I feel more clean in the church I went. Old man say, you still writing that pain? I shrug, trying to keep my head in the game. He said, you hear about shorty, took 2 to the spine. I freeze, drop sleeve, world tilt in my mind. Another face gone from the cypher outside, while I'm in here hiding in the hi-hat ride. What? He pull a record from under the shelf, plain white label, he keep to himself. Say this one got drums for the kind of words you spit. All that hurt you carry might fit in this. Needle hit, groove, kick, knock like fate. Snare cut through like a razor in the gate.
eyes closed quick, I ain't in the hood. I'm in a place where my scars sound good. Each crackle on wax feel like my past. Each little pop like a night that passed for a second. Gun smoke turn to reverb trails. Sirens turn strings, pain turn tails. Door open, two dudes stepping loud. Fresh from the block, whole aura wild. They dap me once, talk licks and wait. Eyes on the clock like they running from late. Old man glare, lower fader just a notch. Let them know this spot ain't the same watch. They flip the rap section, frontin' on names. Nas was cool, but he never sold cane. Pac was hard, but I'm harder though. Same tide, flex in the sacred glow. I half smile, half wanna bark 'em out. But the drums in my ear keep killing that route. They bail quick, bell ring. Street rush in, then the door close back. Quiet again. Old man say, you see how they chase what'll kill 'em? Whole hood worship what don't really fill 'em. You got something else. Don't waste that gift, put it on wax. Let these crates uplift. I pull out my last crumple bills, count slow. Not enough for the heat and the rent I owe. He see my math slide, discount down. Say pay me when you ain't dodging the town. I walk out with a record in a plastic bag, more valuable than any little street tag. Back home, same roaches, same feeling paint. Same neighbors fighting, same complaint. But when I drop that needle on my cheapo deck, room reshape, hard uncross his neck. I loop that break with a pause tape hand. Build a new world out the hurt I stand. Write verses on the back of grocery receipts. Pick CBT letters with these play beat feats. Every bar I spit like a brick pulled free from the wall that boxed in my whole family. Outside they still hustling by the bus stop sign. Inside I'm rescuing my mind and rhyme. Next time bullets echo off the tenement stone, I flinch then I reach for the headphones. Not to hide from the war, but to process the wound. Turn shots into snares, brief in the tune. Record shop sanctuary gave me that key. That I ain't just what this block made me. So when they say you change, you don't boast no more. I say I'm in the crates trying to open the door. No hook, just shelves and a dusty old man. One little store and a broken kid playing. In the city full of corners that swallow us whole. That record shop quiet still saving my soul.
You on the map for the ground. They don't stop your mind. You on the map for the ground. Come on, put your head on the beat.
Block smell like gunpowder, grease and rain. Payphone hand crooked like it feel like pain. Crack valve crunch under Air Max, so yellow tape memories wrap round post. Every corner got a ghost that the block still know. Faces on the mirror where the wildflowers grow. I was young when I learned what silence mean. Grown men talk low when they move that green. Dice game circle with the sneakers all fresh, but the eyes all dead, just meat and flesh. Uncle came home from a big hat broke. Still talk, get money like it's some kind of joke. We ain't had no role models, just old dealers. Dudes who beat cases, rumor mill thrillers. Either you was real or you was nothing at all. Respect weighed heavy like a gun in the brawl. You could die off a look if it lasts too long. You could live off a lie if you act too strong. School couldn't reach me past the metal detectors. Fighting the stairwell, blood on the lectures. Principal red stacks like a eulogy sheet. Dropout raid up, same kids in the street. I sat in the back where my pen had bent. Pensy mine, but my time all spent. Teacher say, you gifted, you should think about more. I thought more what? More broke, more war. At home, fridge hum louder than it's filled. 3 items aside, whole fam chill. Mom at the table with the bills and the pen, writing the same numbers over again. She say, if you love me, don't die for this block. But let them pay cash when the rent needs stop. So I walk that line where the gray zone live. Little good, little bad, whatever life give. Who I ran with had 3 different paths. One chase rap, other chase blood bag. Third just wanted to vanish off grid. But the hood, don't forget where you hid as a kid. We was brothers till money put a crack in the floor. Suddenly what you got matter more than before. Small lies turn rumors turn beef. Beef turn candles at the curb and grief. One summer night feeling heat in my chest. Word come round that I'm next on the test. Shorty from up tap, say you talk to his girl. Say you brag about taking this spot in the world. I ain't even know it like that, no flex. But truth don't matter when you live by threats. Now every slow car in the lane feel wrong. Every unfamiliar face like danger song. I started moving different, back to the wall. No more hanging loose on the bench by the mall. Even in the bodega, watch the door swing twice. One eye on the exit, hand there knife. Sleep got short, temper got long, trust got small, liquor got strong. My own reflection looked like an op. Eyes hollowed out from expecting to drop. Then my little cousin got hit walking home. Wrong color hoodie in the wrong zip zone. He ain't bang nothing, just headphones on. But a car spun the corner and his life was gone. Moms cried wop to a sky that don't care. Cops wrote possible gang ties and they stared. Newscasters smile, talk violence again. Then cut to commercials with white picket friends. I stood at his weight, wearing borrowed suits. Dust on my Timbs, pain in my root. Priest talk heaven, I thought about hell. How we build versions of it, where we dwell. Homies in the back, way hats pulled low. Whispering vengeance in a 6-man rope. I felt that rage crawling up my spine. Whispering, ride out, make it all align. But I seen too many stories end on that page. Last chapter written by a judge in the cage. An eye for an eye, just blindfolds the set. More moms in black, more lifelong debt. I walked outside while they playing they hit. Leaned on the brick wall, lit one lit. Stared at the projects like a maze from God. Wondering why some paths only end this all. I ain't turned saint, still do what I do. Still got secrets only midnight knew. But I scaled back, kept my world more tight. Moved to the edges of the daily fight. Put more of my rage in the pen I still. Turn pain into verses instead of a deal. If I gotta bleed, let it be on this page. That are leaking out young in the 90s rage. I rap for the ones still stuck in that loop. Same crack playground, same dead truth. For the kid on the bench with his hoodie low. Wondering if he next in that undertow. I ain't got answers, just scars and lines. Stories from a time when we danced with crimes. No hook, just memories and razor wide tone. 90s in my blood, trying not to die clone. If these words do anything when they leave my chest, let them pull one soul back from that same old mess. Came back off the train with a duffel and doubt. Hoodie up, same stomp, just a little more clout. Thought the block would greet me like, where you been, kid? But the block that I knew ain't the block that I hit. First thing I noticed, no dice on the curb, no bottles in the gutter, no fiends half slurred. That bodega on the corner where we ran tabs heavy. Now it's artisan market, selling gluten-free ready. Same spot where we begged for credit on bread. White towels, glass jars, fresh flowers instead. My old building, painted in some soft-ass cream. Used to be piss yellow, chip paint, cracked seams. They tore down the gate with our tags and sets. Put a keypad where we used to dodge rent threats. A stroller rolled by with a latte mom. Little dog in a sweater, whole block look calm. I look for the bench where the OG sat, arguing about ball in the war and crack. Bench gone, replaced with a bike rack knee. No more 40-ounce halos at my feet. They got trees and cages, new brick planters. Same dirt under, just different answers. Walk past the spot where my cousin got hit. In my head I still hear that 4-shot spit. Back then candles, teddy bears, moms in black. Now it's sidewalk seating with a brunch time stack. Couple laughing over eggs and wine. On top of the chalk where we drew that line, the schoolyard fence. Got murals inspired, but not the kind we did with a can and wire. Teacher look younger, sneaker game clean. No metal detectors, no beefed up dean. Kids wearing helmets on scooters they own. We rode stolen bikes on ball tires home. I passed the alley where we stashed them things, where the rats in the secret shed tight rings. Alley bricked up, now it's residents only. Same death trap seal where we stood so lonely. They turned the park where we fought in the dog run space. Tiny dogs running where we lost our grace. Some dude jog past with a smartwatch glow. Nods at me quick like, hey, what's good, bro? He don't know my name, carved under that stair. Don't know those steps soaked up my despair. For him it's urban charm, for me it's scars. He written my trauma. By the month in stars, I see a flyer on a pole for a rooftop show. DJ spinning classics from back when, yo, they charge 20 at the door for the old school feel. Same songs we bled to, repackaged as a pill. They chant 94 like it's all fun games, but they don't know who died for those vinyl names. I peek in the lobby of my old front door. Smell changed up, don't stink like before. New tile floor where the roaches once paraded. Mailbox is shiny, old numbers faded. Lady walk out with a yoga mat blue. Ask, can I help you? Like I'm passing through. I wanna say this, my staircase, my dust, my hell. My first black eye, my first kiss, my cell. I learned how to fight, how to write, how to sin, how to pray quiet. With my back to the
was 10, but I just shrugged. Nah, I'm good just looking. Swallow every memory like overdone cooking. They took the liquor store sign with the flickered out rope. Now it's wine and spirits with a soft warm glow. Same corner where the stick-ups went left too quick. Now happy hour deals on some crab brew slick. Cops smile different in this version of town. Less hands on holsters, more walking around. I feel like a ghost, watching strangers thrive. Living on a grave where my past died. Part of me bitter, part of me glad. Cause kids out here ain't seeing what we had. No more raid vans, no more yellow tape scenes. Just overpriced coffee and tight black jeans. Still I'm on every crack they covered in gloss. Every name they washed off, every loss. My man D's mural, painted over clean. Now it's some abstract thing you can't even read. They erased his face but not in my mind. I still hear his laugh when the wind cut my spine. I stopped at the spot where we ciphered to 3. Spit smoke in the air, felt partly free. Now a yoga studio, pumping out calm. Sage in the door where we sparked that bomb. Young chick inside chant, let your past go. I smirk, if it was that easy, I'd done that, yo. End of the block, construction crane. Luxury lofts where we dodge that rain. Leasing office, say new life, new start. Like nobody's blood underneath that art. I press my palm to a brick, still rough. One little patch, they ain't saying down enough. Feel the years buzz under my skin, like the block whisper. You remember when? I ain't mad that the gunshots ain't soundtrack no more. I ain't mad that the fiends ain't sleep on this floor. But it hurt that the story got flipped to a trend. That our whole existence just vintage now, friend. They got safety and scenery, we got chalk and grief. They got up and coming, we got short-lived relief. So when I rap about the block, it ain't this. Not the vegan food truck or boutique bliss. It's the version underneath. They fresh concrete, the one, only real one. Still see when we meet. My block turn memory, theirs turn brand. 2 different cities on the same piece of land.
At the door with that cold white tape. Knocks sound different when they come from the state. Mama peeked the peephole, breath catch tight. Say Lord please, but we lost that fight. Letter been sitting on the fridge all month. Red stamp shouting like a frontline grunt. We tried payment plans, late fees, all that. But the landlord smiles small when you fall flat. Now we stand in the hall with his tie all neat. Pointing at our life like it's trash on the street. Lil' bro clutch games, system like gold. Sister hug teddy bear, 9 years old. They say you got 15 minutes, grab what you can like you can. Pack memories in the black trash can. Mama run room to room with my eyes gone blank. Trying to choose between pots and the piggy bank. She say grab your papers, close not the TV. But I see her slap hand when bro grab CD. Couch get dragged out, stains on display. Neighbors in doorways watch like a play. Lady from 3B whisper, such a shame. She been new, bills ain't no game. Old head from the bench, shake his head slow. Say the city don't care where the poor folks go. My rhyme book scatter on the floor like rain. Pages of my anger, my hope, my pain. I stuff them in the bag before they get stepped on. Ain't letting my whole heart get thrown on the lawn. Pull a shoebox from under my bed. Rolled up 10s, change, little street bread. Marshals roll our mattress like a dead man rap. Strap it to the rail, let it bump, let it slap. Each stud on the stair like a punch I take. Every bounce say broke in the echo it make. TV on the curb, screen crack lean. Same when we watch Pac videos on screen. Kids from the block ride past on they bike. Slow down, stare at the hoes. Sad sight, I feel my face burn like I'm naked out here. Eviction day blues taste metal in the air. Landlord say nothing personal under his breath, but there's nothing more personal than where you rest. Mama signed paper with her hand that shake. Lips so tight like it might just break. She don't cry till they slam that door for good. Then the tears fall heavy like the pipes in the hood. She say, I failed y'all. Voice so small, I say, nah, ma, the system is the one that stalled. We stand on the sidewalk with our whole life power. Microwave fan, bust a TV child. Sky look bigger when you're homeless and thought. Every cloud feel like it's showing what you not. Homie, walk up. Slip 20 in my fist, say, I been there, bro. Couldn't let that twist. I remember all the nights I was out on the strip. thinking new Jordans was how you equip. Could've slid or a stack instead of blowing on fits. But pride got loud when the ego hits. Now my hustle money feel cheap as dirt. Watching up faux shirts on the back of the curb. City truck roll by like a vulture van. Ready to scoop what's left of our plan. If we don't move quick, they toss our stuff. Bag up dreams like garbage rough. So we call up auntie, car quotes or whoever. Load up trunks like we moving forever on a ride out. I watch the block roll past, same corner, same beat, same cracked glass set. Now I ain't just trying to dodge some beef. I'm looking at structures that still relief. Realize ran higher than the whole damn pay. Realize affordable, just wordplay. We crash it in crib, couch and floor. Air thick with snore and quiet pour. Mama at the table in a different house. Same stack of bills, same small mouse. I pull my pad out right while she pray. Turn eviction day blues into something I say. I swear if these bars ever bring me a check, first thing I do, put a roof on the neck. Keys in her hand that nobody can snatch. Mail with her name, that ain't some scratch. Till then I carry that curb in my chest. Living out bags, trying to still feel blessed. No hooks or furniture on a sidewalk line. 90s eviction with a shame on shine. If you ever see a family sitting on they stuff, no it ain't laziness, it's a system that's rough.
Yeah. Naughty and thick, block hum low. Summer sweat stick to the waist of my clothes. I'm posted by the hydrant where we always stand. Back on the brick, blunt in my hand. Same joke, same lie, same one day soon. Same broken street lamp, half that moon. Car roll slow, windows tinted too dark. Baseline thump like a warning bark. I peek plate once, don't think too much. We got beef in the city, but we still play tough. Homie yell yo, like he know who it is. Smirk on his face, half drunk off fizz. Then time gets skinny, whole world shrink. Headlights flash like a camera blink. Hand come out the window, chrome on blast. Street turn silence, heartbeat fast. I ain't even see his eyes, just flame from the muzzle. Sound tear air like a concrete puzzle. Bang, brick chip inches from my head. Dust in my lashes, fire in my legs. Second shot whistle past my ear so close. I can smell gunpowder, ride that ghost. Third one hit metal on the stop sign pole. Spark fly off like a split up soul. My feet move first before my brain caught up. Knees hit ground, cheeks slapped rough. I ain't pray, I ain't talk, I just heard death sing. High pitch ringing like a church bell sting. A homie hit the ground too, curse in the sky. Somebody screamed they hit him, then why? Peeled off tires, spit rocks. Left nothing but smoke and quiet blocks. I patted my chest, my ribs, my side. Half expecting warm red tide. Nothing but sweat, dust, hard on 10. I was somehow holding the world of wind. Neighbor kid bleeding from a graze on his arm. Damn red line like a cursed charm. We wrapped it in a shirt, hands still shake. Sirens echo on the way too late. He'd be okay, doc stitched up tight. But that bullet wrote lines in my skull all night. Back in my room, lights off, eyes wide. Hit those 3 shots on a loop inside. Wall got a scar where the first one kissed. Little gray crater where my skull almost missed. I stared at that mark till the sun crept in. Felt like God signed, paid in full on my sin. Next day, homies talk like we gotta slide back. Names, plates, rumors, all that chat. They hype for vengeance like it hear what we saw. Like another body, fixed a hole in the law. I nodded, but my spirit didn't move 1 inch. Still stuck in that moment when the air went in. Every car crawl past now make me tense. Every laugh on the block feel too intense. Kids tossing caps, I flinch on cue. Duck instinct from that close call view. Mama say you good, you quiet these days. I just say tired, stare off in the haze. Truth is that bullet that missed didn't really miss. It hit something inside I ain't know it exists. Split my pride open, crack my mask. Made me question every dumb ass task. All the times I said I don't care if I die. Sound real different when you look God in the eye. I walked back to that corner in broad daylight. Looked at the stop sign, banned from the fight. Touched that hole in the metal, the real soft. Imagine my name on a shirt, candles in the loft. Imagine mom's at a casket she can't afford. Black dress paid for with maxed out cars. So when they said we ride tonight, what's up? I looked at my wall, my luck said do what you do. I'm falling back, let them call me scared soft. All of that, they ain't see that I died. Was already that way on a dirty ass sidewalk, no chance to speak. Now every verse I write, got the night in the ink. Gun smoke goes in the space between each link. I still walk through the hood, still see my guys, but I don't play tag with no more goodbyes. Bullet that missed, Left a shadow on my face, a line between living and trying to save face. No hook, just a near-death kiss. 90s on my block and a bullet that missed. God, damn,
Yo, what's up? Roof door rusted, chain hang loose. We slip through the crack like smoke from a noose. Summer night, heavy on the top floor air. City lit up like it don't know despair. Car roof sticky under scuffed up Timbs. Skyline sharp with a black fade trims. It's me and my man from way back Sandlot. Used to trade comics, now we trade plots. He got a black and mild burning low and slow. Ash hang long like he's scared to let go. Radio in the corner play my beep hum. Low soda old heads downstairs stay numb. We don't talk at first, just breathe that view. Projects look small when you above them a few. Helicopter blink in the far off sky. Same sound we hear when the block go drop. Bars like ants on the avenue veins. Sirens like needles pumping through lanes. He said you ever feel like we already dead? Like we ghosts that just ain't fell out they bed. I laugh a little bit, but my chest feel tight. Cause I been having that dream every night. Tell him I feel like the hood myself. Just with better TV and cheaper hell. He pointing at the lights where the money live. Say over there they got something to give. They playing 10 years, we playing 10 minutes. They get a loan, we get a sentence. He flick ash off the side like he marked that thought. Tiny red comment over all we fought. I tell him about moms at the table with bills. Counting out coins like prescription pills. Say, if I don't hustle, what they gon' eat? He say, if you keep hustling, you stuck on this street. We like hamsters in the wheel with guns. Think we moving cause our hearts still run. He take a pull, eyes lost on the bridge. Lights in the road like a citywide fridge. Whisper, I be scared sometimes, word to God. Voice crack once through the front line hard. I talk that ready to die shit all day. But when bullets fly, I still pray. I ain't never heard him say that tone. The same dude swinging on anybody grown. I admit me too, I be shaking inside. Acting like I'm numb so the fear can't hide. I close my eyes and see white chalk lines. Sometimes with my face, sometimes with mine. Wayne kick up, flap talk by the vent. Like the whole roof agreed what we meant. We start talking names we ain't say in a while. Homies in dirt, homies on fire. Remember Jermaine, first one to pass. Bullet the winter jacket, broke that glass. Remember Tyrick, got 20 on the plea. Came home gray, where's you should be. Think they remember us if we did for real. He asked if we just want more rumor to spill. I say love fade quick when the block got needs. They only miss you when they short on weed. But my little brother watch everything I do. If I die out here, what he learn from who? We passed a mile back and forth like truth. No jokes, no front, just late night youth. I tell him about this number in my pocket. Warehouse job, steady check, no docket. Studio dude say he like my tapes. Said I got a gift if I quit these shapes. He laughed, you clocking in at 9. I said better that than mama at shrine. He swallow hard, stared down at the block where kids still play tag under bust the clock. Say my pops tried to leave, whole fam called him weak. Said he turned his back on the kids in the street. He picked the wrench over a 38 chrome. Died with a pension and a paid off home. Sometimes I think the bravest thing he did was walk off this corner when he was a kid. Silence stretch long in the rooftop dark. Only thing talking is a stray dog bark. We both feel something shift in the air. Not a miracle, just a tiny tick. Like the script we've been reading got one more line. But we don't end up on a t-shirt shrine. He say if you bounce, don't forget my name. Don't go Hollywood acting like you ain't came. I say if I make it, this roof come too. These cracks, these nights, this view, this you. Ain't no point leaving if I can't send rope. Ain't no point changing if you can't touch hope. We dap up strong under busted moon. Two scared soldiers trying to change tune. Gun still on my waist, but it feel that sweet compared to the start of another street. When I leave at night down the pit, smell stairs. Heart still pound, but my mind more clear. No hook, just two kids talking over bricks and smoke. Rooftop confessions in the 90s show. If any of us make it off that ledge alive, it'll be cause of nights like this we survive.
Yo.
I on the moon, the moon, the moon, like the light. I on the moon, the moon, the moon, like the light. I on the moon, the moon, the moon, like the light.
Yeah. Stove light flicker like a broke halo. Paint peeling off the walls where the years lay low. Fridge hum, tied in the corner off beat. Linoleum curl
girl at the edge of her feet. Mama at the table with a pen and a pad. Calculator missing buttons. Temper half bad. Ashtray for a cheap coffee in a chip mug. She stir it slow like she stirs our luck. Brown envelope stacked like a mini brick wall. Final notice red print. Shouting at us all. She lick her thumb. Spread bills in the fan. Say let me see what I could do with God and a plan. I slide in the chair. Hoodie smell like street. Dust on my Timbs. Cold in my feet. She don't look up yet. Eyes glued to the map. Trying to find heaven in this overdraft. Gaslight, rent food underlined twice. Life on paper, no roll of the dice. She say you eat already without lifting her head. Push half a plate my way, say take the bread. I know she skip lunch and see her hands shake, but she act like she full so my stomach can ache. I split it in half, push them back away. She say, don't start boy, I'm okay. On that same wood grain we learned everything. How to spell, how to pray, how to weather a spring. Report cards spread where the ketchup stains sit. Season D's where she wanted that hit. She tapped the paper, say you smarter than this. I stare at the grain, dodging that fit. Sometimes the table turn, courthouse rough. Unpaid debt talk, family stuff. Uncle Pop been drunk with a wide-eyed plea. Let me hold 20 sis, they coming for me. She fold her arms, say, last time you said that I lost my lights and my whole payback. Still she digging the sugar jar, find one more bill. Can't see him drown, even if he will. Sunday nights, Bible open where the coupons lay. She circle cheap meat for the end of the pay. Praying over flies like, stretch this Lord. Make 4 pork chops, feed the whole damn board. She showed me how to flip nut in the soup. Rice, beans, neck bones, miracle group. Other nights we talk, grown people pain. Her eyes glaze over, voice off with rain. She say when I came here, I had dreams too. Not just my buckets and rent past due, but kids gotta eat. So I shelved my song, put my name on the bill where it didn't belong. I see a young girl hide in a tired woman face, still trapped in a job she never chosen this place. When I come home late, blood on my sleeve, she don't ask who, she just say don't leave your soul out there where they eat you alive. I ain't raised no angel, but I want you to survive. She see the handle and my waistband sag, eyes lock on metal, then drift to my rag. She don't scream, don't cry, just tap that wood. Say we fought too hard to die for this hood. Little bro at the edge doing homework slow. Erase or rub holes where the wrong sums go. She slide the bills aside, help count his tens. Switch from accountant to teacher again. Same table where she beg collectors for time. She showing fractions like it's easy to climb. I remember her laying the eviction right here. Palms flat on paper, masking the fear. She say, pack what you love, not what you own. We might have to move off this broken stone the next week. Somehow the notice got paid. I never asked how, just bowed and stayed. Every lecture I got came across this wood. Friends ain't all loyal, jobs ain't all good. Police ain't all devils, but don't trust that badge. Love ain't all roses, it cut and it drags. She talking parable stories of back in the day. Names I never met, but I feel what she say. Now I'm older, knuckle scarred from nights. Mind full of sirens, hands full of fights. I still end up sitting at the same old place. Ink on my fingers, sweat on my face. She sleep in the room with the door half cracked. I'm at the table trying not to go back. Beat play low from a dusty tape deck. I write about the bills, about the weight on the neck. Trying to turn that stress into something we own. A story, a song, not just unpaid loans. This table, my label, my first real booth. Her coffee ring halos around my truth. If these rhymes ever buy a house with a yard, soft lights, warm floors, no landlord guard. I frame this table in the middle of the room. Scars and all like a bloom from gloom. No hook, just wood, bills, love and prayer. Mama's kitchen table, my altar, my chair. Hey, yo, the bomb, yo, the bomb, got the whole mic, the mic, yo, the bomb, got the bomb, got the whole mic, the mic, yo, the bomb, yo, the bomb, got the whole mic, the mic, got the bomb, got the whole mic, the mic, yo, the bomb, yo, the bomb, got the whole mic, the mic, like the mic, like the mic, like the mic.
Yo.
What's down, baby, on the break? What's down, baby, on the break? What's down, baby, on the break? What's down, baby, on the
Sun barely up, sky still bruised and gray. Corner look different in this half lightweight. No dice on the ground, no cars double parked. Just wet concrete and the echo of dark. I'm standing where I spent most my young life stuck. Same lamppost lean, same manhole muck. Store gate tagged up with a whole ass decade. Names of the homies and the ones that fade. Payphone ripped out, just wires in the wall. Like the block lost a voice and can't make no calls. I breathe in slow, taste smoke and rain. Each crack in the sidewalk know my name. It's the same little square where we learned all codes. How to count
count packs, how to dodge plain clothes. Same bus stop pole we used as a shield when rival crews spun through trying to claim field. Same spot where my cousin got zipped in the flash. Body on the curb, soul in the trash. Back then, I swore I'd die right here. 10 toes down, no blink, no fear. Corner was a throne we never really owned. Just a rented piece of hell with our paint on loan. We laughed through tears, joked through stress. Fronted like same block, never left us depressed. Now my page are quiet, my phone on mute. Got an out-of-town number in my boot. Studio in the basement, 3 trains away. Warehouse job offer in another state. Couple doors open that I never thought I'd see. But to walk through them doors mean leaving this peace. Homie still asleep with their guns by their side. Dreaming the licks in a phantom ride. I ain't tell all of them I'm bouncing today. Cause some love you better when you locked in the way. Jealous hearts hear change and they load up quick. Rather see you broke than admit they sick. So I'm here alone with the dawn and the ghost saying goodbye without doing the most. Run my hand over brick when my tag still fade. Lil' crown sketch over letters we made. Think about every winter we postin' this frost. Hustling for rent just to feel more lost. Remember the first time I held down this strip. Older cat smirked, pass me that script. Watch that side, don't talk too much. Count every face, feel every touch. If the car rolls slow, memorize play. If the boys roll up, you ain't seen no way. I soaked it all in like a kid learning math. Never thought those rules was a concrete path. Now my knees hurt from standing in this one small square. Lungs full of secondhand smoke and despair. Every siren sound feel aimed at me. Every sentence start with if I get free. I watched OGs age out, fade in the shakes. Some fine guy, some fine wakes. I pull my rag from my pocket, stare at the color. Soft from the rain, dirt from my brother. Tied once round the sign like a flag retired. Little silent truths with the life I admired. Ain't no speeches here, no violence. Just a kid trying not to die for his sins. Couple heads pop out, windows up top. Yo, you out early, what's good on the spot? I wave them off, chillin', just clearing my head. They shrug and disappear, go back to bed. They don't see the duffel by my feet on the side. One pair of boots, one last ride. Bus roll past, splash gutter on my jeans. Driver half asleep in the diesel steam. I could stay, play cool, flip one more step. But I hear that judge voice lurking out back. Hear that casket lid and the weight gun sound. Hear my mama scream when I hit that ground. So I whisper thank you to the lesson of scars. To the late night ciphers and the shooting stars. To the corner store clerk who let tab slide. To the strange old head who saved my high. To the nights I should've died but didn't somehow. Like the block spit me out just to see me now. I step off slow, don't look back quick. Count to 10 before I steal, one last flick. See the sun hit the brick where we used to stand. Gold on the grind, light on the land. Realize this corner gon' spin without me. New kids, new wars, same old fee. I ain't better than it. Just tired of the loop, tired of friends turn face in the mural group. I'm taking everything it taught, not the cage it built. Keeping the heart, leaving the guilt. Last day on the corner, no tears, no speech. Just a long walk out of somebody else's reach. No hook, just footsteps leaving that grid. 90s in my blood, but I ain't dying where I did.
What's down, baby, wanna put the wood? What's down, baby, wanna put the wood? What's down, baby, wanna put the wood? What's down, baby, wanna.
Yeah.
Yo, man, yo, this fucking this on, man. Some probably ignore your body, but worse, never know the line stand just run around.
Throw them round. The setup and they life for them. The setup and they life for them. Throw them round. The setup and they life for them.
Yeah, yo. Yeah, that summer started with a hiss and a click. Sun on the window, sweat on the brick. My man came running up the block all lit. Said I got that new joint, you ain't ready for this. Pulled a Maxil tape from a sock off, all proud. Handwritten label letters, wild and loud. Summer 96 and blue pen bleed. 2 arrows on the side, mean do not do please. We popped it in the box on the 5-skate rail. Rewound to the start, let the drums inhale. First beat drop, whole hallway shook. Kids stopped tagging just to hear that hook. Every track felt like the sun on my neck. Pac in the air, Nas in the deck. Whole block argue who body which verse. While aunties hang clothes and cuss in reverse. Dice game pause, little girls double dutch. Even the old heads nodded like this, that stuff. Yeah.
Hold the ground. It's the time that they are life for it.
We
like a VIP pass. From the rooftop cypher to the schoolyard grass. Hit play on the bench, let the soundtrack spin. Same songs every day, but they felt brand new again. First time, shorty laughed at one of my jokes. Tape playing low as we shared that coke. Her braids smell sweet, her lip gloss shine. Some slow joint on side, be kept the mood in line. That summer had heat waves and blackout nights. Corner store candles, no street lights. We sit on the stoop with the tape on low. Watch fireflies pop in the blackout glow. Track 3 got stuck, little warble sound, but we rapped over static, made a whole new crown. When my cousin got locked on a bogus case, we rode the bus out, see his face. Walkman on, phone pads on my ear. The same tape fighting back every tear. Beat knocking soft while the CO frisk. Verse after verse like a prayer I wished I left in my player on the way back home. Said, hold this noise when you feel alone. Block party hit on a Saturday blaze. DJ's belt slip, whole set went dazed. Crowd got restless, vibe turned weak. I ran upstairs, took 2 floors in the leak. Grabbed that tape from under my bed, ran back down with my lungs half dead. Handed it over like a sacred stone. DJ nodded, slid it right in the zone. Soon as the first drum cracked that yard, park lit up like a post-war card. Kids started breaking on a cardboard square. Shorties grabbed hands, twisting their hair. Even cops on the corner caught a quiet sway, trying not to smile, looking away. Every rewind pop felt like we owned the night. A whole broke block in the same pure light. But summer 96 wasn't all that sweet. The same tape played while we dodged that heat. One night shots rang from the end of the road. We cut the volume, but we still heard echo. Next morning candles on the corner spot. A boy's name whisper in every plot. Someone press play at his vigil slow. Same songs floating over mamas and whoa. After that, the tape hit different in the box. Every bass line heavy like a casket lock. We still not, still rhyme, still chain that smoke. But every punchline now felt like a choke. Summer kept going, but the air got thin. Same fire escape, less innocent grin. By fall, the plastic case had a crack down side. Label half pill, ink damn near died. But I kept that joint in my top drawer safe. Even when new CDs took over the space. Years passed by, crews fell out. Corners got quiet, dudes moved out. Now I find the tape when I dig through clothes, dust in my nose. Same black rose, pop it in an old deck. Press play once more, room fill up with a project roar. Smell of 40 sweat and hot concrete. First crush smile, cops on beat. Every track a Polaroid stuck in the hiss. Summer 96 in a $5 mix. No hook, just real spinning. Time in my brain, one warp cassette holding joy and pain. When I say I miss the 90s, I don't mean the crime. I mean that one tape that froze our whole time. Move around, never. When we famine, they your life over. Yeah, yeah. When we famine, they your life over. Move around, never. When we famine, they your life over. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no. When they your life over.
Yeah. They told us young there only 3 ways out. Jail, grave, or change, but we laughed that out. Back then, all we saw was the chain and the clout. Couldn't picture nothing past the end of the rap. First way out, I seen it on a cold ass night. Sirens painting red veins in the project light. Homie on a stretcher with his eyes half closed. White sheet climbing up, steel doors froze. He used to yell, I don't care, I'm built for war. Now he a mural on the Chinese store. Little kids point at his face, ask who's that man? Mom say nobody, cause they don't understand. Bullet ain't just hit him, it hit our heart. Left his mom paying for a box in the plot. Graveyard grass that nobody water. Headstone cheaper than the life of a daughter. Second way out got bars and clocks. Concrete time and fluorescent blocks. My cousin took that route on a weak ass plea. DA smiled wide, judge barely could see. He said I'll be back quick, they can't hold me long. Now his voice just echoes through collect call songs. Letters from the inside smell like bleach and dust. Ink press hard, talk money and trust. He missed funerals, birthdays, whole decades gone. But the state still feed him like he part of the lawn. When I visit he asked, they remember me still. I lie through glass so his soul don't spill. We got old in the box while the block turned new. Time did him dirty like we always knew. Third way out looked fake when I first peeked in. Corny ass job with a time card pen. Studio in the basement, warehouse dot. College brochure on the fridge by the lock.
I try laughing that off, that ain't for me. But that bullet that missed changed what I see. Mom's at the table with her hands on crack, saying you could die for this block or bring something back. Go ahead on the bench, said little man, choose. Either you write your story or you just get used in one life. I stay posted up on that stoop, die over colors for a half-broke group. Whole hood cried 2 weeks, then back to the rush. My name fades slower than a fresh paintbrush. In one life, I slip, catch a charge to stick. Judge read numbers like a grocery list. I watch my little bro go from a flick on the wall to some stranger with my nose when he come to call. In one life, I swallow my pride and my fear. Drop that gun, pick the pad, stay clear. Clock in for shifts, hit the booth for night. Learn how to fight without losing my life. Still jumping sirens, still scarred, no doubt. But at least I ain't locked and they ain't carry me out. 3 ways out ain't a slogan, it's a quiet fork. Right there in the hallway, when you leave off the porch, you don't see the signs till you're halfway in. To the dirt on your tin, feel like original sin. I ain't preaching, I'm just one that got warm. Watch 2 of them paths, leave families torn. So when they ask why I move, how I move now, why I dip from beef, why I won't hold brow, I think about the coffin and selling the pen, and not choose the one that let me breathe again. No hook, just a kid from a dead end rap, living proof there really is a third way out. Third way out. Third way out. Third way out.
Listen, rock. Brown made a whole straight. Listen, rock. Brown made a whole straight. Listen, rock. Brown made a whole straight. Brown made a whole straight.
Train doors hits open like they tied to the block. Platform smell like piss, break, dust, and rock. One duffel on my shoulder, rhyme book in my hand. Whole life zipped up in a JanSport band. Moms hug me hard at the turnstile gate. I say go while her hands say wait. She slipped 40 in my palm, said use that watch. Kissed my cheek once, kept the tears in her eyes. Lil' bro act tough, you'll be back by fall. But his voice cracks off on that last y'all. Homies in the lobby say right when you land. But we all know letters get lost in the sand. Token hit metal, that same old clink. Last time it a echo from the side, I think. Step on the train, smell different in here. Less block funk, more tie work, yeah. Grab a corner seat where I could watch the door. Cause paranoia don't stop at the platform floor. We jerk out the station, tunnel weed light. Graffiti flash by like a mixtape night. Tags on the wall spell homies long gone. R.I.P. scribble where they names live on. Every blur remind me of a story I know. Who caught a case, who just vanished slow. Couple stops saying block still on board. Dude nod off clinging to his cardboard. Shorty with a stroller, eyes half dead. Kid playing with the string on his mama's thread. Somebody blast Mob Deep low when they air. Same soundtrack, I'm trying to leave from here. Train climb out the ground where the projects thin. Sun sneak through where the brownstones begin. Kids in clean yards, no bars on glass. Trees in the sidewalk, trim little grass. I press my head on the fogged up pain. Feel guilt drip slow when the window stain. Like who I think I am, just leaving my set. Whole block still drowning in the same old debt. Homie still ducking from the same plain clothes. Same weak jobs, same court clothes. I'm on this train with a half price ticket. Chasing some dream I ain't even picked yet. Walkman hum pack in my Jeep. Phone cans, all eyes on me. While I change these lanes out here, cops just glance and keep rolling by. Back home, same look, mean you might just die. See joggers at night with their kids in tow. I don't even trust my shadow when the sun still glow. Announcer call stops, I can't even pronounce. Station so clean, they barely got bounce. No bodegas, just markets, flower shops bright. Nobody sell Lucy's by the corner light. I feel mad broke in my scuffed up Timbs. Hoodie smell like home, eyes full of sins. Supposed to feel free, but I feel half wrong. Like I skipped out early on a life sentence song. My cousin doing 5, I ain't rolling a bit, but I'm out here trying to rap my way legit. Part of me wanna jump off, run back fast. Other parts say keep going, this your shot at last. I picture moms at the table with the late night bills, adding up pennies like prescription pills. If I stay, I'm just one more mouth to feed. If I go, maybe one day I'll plant new seed. Maybe I send more back than I ever could touch. Maybe I learn something that really mean much. Train hit the last stop, bell ring out. Door slide open on a whole new route. Air smell different, quiet too loud. No boombox, no dice, no project crowd. I step on the platform, sneakers on clean towel.
feel like a stray dog in the church out. Grab my duffel tight, tuck chain in my shirt. Voice in my head say, remember your dirt. Remember who ain't make it off them stairs. Who gave you game, who spent them days. Don't come back flexing like you better than them. Come back with keys to unlock that pen. I ain't forget the block, I just changed my view. Took the train out the hood, but the hood came too. It live in my cadence, my slang, my scars. In the way I count exits, in the way I see cars. I can leave them buildings, leave that chase. But I carry them ghosts in my chest and face. No hook, just steel wheels turning my fate. Train ride out the hood to a new strange state. If I build something bigger than the pain I knew, I'ma send a train ticket back down for you.
This ain't what. Well, let a whole straight. This ain't what. Well, let a whole straight. This ain't what. Well, let a whole straight. Well, let a whole straight.
Street lights buzzing like they running out of faith. Same liquor store glow at the end of the 8. I'm posted on the corner with a payphone lean, watching time drip slow on this cracked concrete. Pages on hips, everybody on edge, trying not to fall off the same old ledge. Hallways smell like piss, Clorox and hurt. Neighbors slam doors like they scared of dirt. Thin walls hold secrets like contraband. You hear every argument through the vent and fan. Baby cry 3 floors up non-stop. Sirens harmonize with the pipes that pop. I came aware a meal was a small victory. Government cheese, right, same history. Mama worked 2 jobs, feet all broke, still on my shirt so I don't look poor. She say hold your head, don't let them see your lack. But the world see color before it see facts. Pops was a ghost with a zip code face. Showed up twice, then vanished without trace. I learned trust issues from the men I met. Some left, some died, some paid they debt. The ones that stayed taught me how to survive, how to spot plain clothes, how to stay alive. Early 90s, whole block on tilt. Crack vibes glitter where the dreams got spilled. Saw the fiends shuffle like they lost their bones. Arguing with shadows by the payphone tones. OG say don't laugh, that could be you. One wrong turn and a havoc brew. I nodded but hunger got a sharp little voice. Whispering fast money like it ain't no choice. Dropped out of class but I still learn math. Quarter ounce, half full, whole path. Teacher talk Shakespeare, I talk Shake Jake. Trying not to catch case off one mistake. Guidance counselor say I got angry eyes. I just got tired of low budget lies. Homies that started jackets with the Henny Brown bag. Gold teeth grinning with the same old swag. We share cigarettes, secrets and plans. Talk one day like we had that chance, but one day shrink when the beef get real. When the wrong word said and somebody pull steel. See my man leak out on the bus stop bench. Whole block silent like somebody cut sense. White sheet cover what we used to know. Teddy bears and candles where the blood still flow. Cops chalk lines then they bounce off quick, leaving moms with a Bible in her stomach sick. After that paranoia like a second skin. Sleep with my shoes on in case it begin. Dreams full of red, blue lights and cuffs. Wake up sweating with my heart all rough, but the rent don't stop cause your nerves all shot. Landlord don't care who you recently lost. I tried 9 to 5, stockroom dust. Girls talk slick like I ain't worth much. Take that do-rag off, you look too mean. Like my whole existence some crime scene. Minimum wage, can't patch these hoes. Can't feed my fam on my restless soul. So I hustle in the gray zone, half legit. Sell tapes, move kicks, flip little bits. Keep one toe out of that deep end pool cause I seen the system turn men to fools. Do you smile in court like a shark at me? Read your charges slow like a victory speech. I watched my cousin take 10 on the plea cause the lawyer said trial mean life you see. He ain't even do half what they put in the file, but the jury don't see that in our profile. They just see hoodie, melanin, zip code bad, then they go back home. Tell their kids about thugs they had. Shorty from upstairs think I'm some kind of star cause she see me hop cab, see me in fresh car. She don't see me counting every move I make. Change her route home just in case snakes. I tell her hit them books, don't follow my route. She say easy for you to say you got clout. Little bro watching me roll with the crew, imitating slang, trying to talk tough too. He asked you ever scared when you out that late. I lie, never even know I feel that way. Cause if I crack once, he might freeze up hard. And now here, hesitation get you scarred. Relationships thin, we wouldn't live like this. They different, she accepted or she packed and dip. I had one girl ride with me through it all. Stayed on the phone when I paced that hall. But even she got tired of the late night calls. Police behind me, meet me by the mall. She said you love the block more than me. And I ain't dying for your enemies. So I'm married to a city that don't love that. Wear a ring made of stress and a chain of slack. Every plan I make got an exit built. Every joy I feel got a layer of guilt. Smile at a barbecue, hand on steel. Laugh with the fam, but the fear's still real. Sometimes I sit on the roof with a tape in the deck. Pocket my ear, wind on my neck. Think about leaving, taking all I know. Starting where nobody know my glow. But the block got a roll